Are you scared of ghosts? Well, if so, then don't go to Chaonei number 81 in China, or maybe do go because you'll probably die and never come back to haunt us. Just kidding. Maybe. This is a small village in Guizhou province that was built around a church, and this church is the reason why the village is haunted. Because when the church was being built, they used the wood from an ancient temple that was nearby, and apparently the wood was cursed. So when people would enter the church to pray, they would be possessed by evil spirits. And the scariest part is that there are still people buried underneath the church. So in 1974, an old woman who had lived through the Japanese occupation came forward and told everyone that she knew what had happened to all the missing villagers. She said that during the war, the Japanese had come to the village and taken many of the villagers away. But not everyone had been taken. Some had managed to hide in the mountains. But when the war was over and the villagers returned to the village, they found that the Japanese had set a trap. They had booby-trapped the village with landmines, and many of the villagers had been killed or injured. The old woman said that the Japanese had also taken many of the children from the village and forced them to work in factories. And those children never returned home. The old woman said that she had seen many of the villagers who had been taken by the Japanese. They were burned to death or beheaded. The old woman said that she had been hiding in the mountains for so long that she had forgotten about the war. But when she heard the sound of construction, she came out of the mountains to see what was going on. And that's when she saw the church being built with the wood from the ancient temple. She tried to warn the villagers that the wood was cursed, but they didn't listen. They continued to build the church, and they all got possessed by evil spirits. The old woman was the only one who was unpossessed because she was too far away from the church when it was built. She spent her remaining days warning people not to go near the church, but no one listened. In 2003, a woman named Wang came to the village and started digging up the church. She wanted to find the remains of her brother who had disappeared during the war. When she dug up the church, she found a coffin, and inside the coffin was a skeleton wearing clothes from the 1930s. She also found a journal, and when she opened it, the pages were blank. Now, some people say that the old woman was crazy and made up the whole story. But others say that there really is a curse on the church, and that's why no one dares to go near it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.